Welcome back to Christian Questions on News Talk 104.7 WXLM. Our subject this morning, so what about abortion? To be a part of our program, call 860-442-9956. That's 442-WXLM.
And Jonathan, let's go to one more scripture in terms of the Bible showing us some of the sanctity and value of life before birth.
Galatians 1:15 and 16. But when it pleased God, who separated me from my mother's womb and called me by his grace to reveal his Son in me, that I might preach him among the heathen, immediately I conferred not with flesh and blood.
So here you have the Apostle Paul in the New Testament talking about the same thing. Separated me from my mother's womb. I mean, there's the recognition of that development process as part of the process of being called to a greater work. And this is giving us a very clear story on how to deal with looking at this thing and saying there's sanctity here.
And value, great value.
And it's innocent and it needs protection. Even if that protection is going to cost you more than you want to pay, it still needs protection. Jonathan, we
have a couple calls.
Yeah,
here.
let Fred finish putting the second one on hold, and we'll take the first one.
All right. Welcome to Christian Questions. This is Jonathan and Rick. Who are we speaking with?
Peter, go ahead.
Hey.
A quick double dip.
Yes, sir.
I had to call. I listened on the way home, and I didn't want to call then, naturally. I didn't want to get pulled over by the state police.
That's good.
And see, that's good thinking.
Yes.
But what troubled me the most was just that, on the innocence issue, I think the issue there is the innocence really is just what wrong happened. I think this third person we're talking about. You have a father figure, a mother figure, and a child waiting to be born. A fetus, isn't that a Latin term?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But we all went through that. And jeepers creepers, unless you pick a pocket or something, you really didn't break any laws yet.
Right.
But there is a spiritual aspect, okay, that goes back. And it's I think Catholics would say it's original sin, or I think it's either original or venial or something. It's a minor sin. It's like a grayish thing on your soul, and okay, and I understand and all. But the thing about the innocence is that it's a gift. Life is a gift, and I can't think of anything that would please Satan more than to make God sad.
Yes.
And to do that would be to take and to have people who have gone through this process turn around and treat it so shallowly as to just what is being knitted in the womb to just be torn apart or burned or done away with and not even given an opportunity. And the innocence goes as far as not even knowing who your parents are until you're nurtured after a few months and recognize a voice or recognize this or that. And, that's the thing. And you have to let that go and say, look, let a life be a life, and if you can't handle it financially, you can't handle it emotionally or something, at least give this life an opportunity, just like you've been given.
Yes.
It's just being fair.
I agree.
And we're such poor stewards. I mean, there's suffering and death and everything all over the world. Starvation going on right now at this moment in Africa. And we have organizations that are, set up to do something about it, but don't.
Yeah.
And it gets political.
Yeah.
But
listen, Peter, we need to let you go because we're running out of time.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Peter.
Good comments there. Very good comments. I hate to cut them off, but we've got one more call waiting on the line, Jonathan, and that probably will have to be it for calls.
Okay, welcome to Christian Questions. This is Don again.
Hi. It is Don again with the word on Catholic wisdom from centuries ago on the question of abortion and innocence. Catholics back in the Middle Ages and Renaissance used to think nothing of killing babies after the babies had been baptized. Spaniards in Mexico and Peru used to baptize Indian infants and then immediately dash their brains out after the children's immortal souls had been saved by a few words of mumbo-jumbo from a priest. This is a historical matter of fact.
Okay.
And the Catholic objection objection to abortion used to be that it would prevent a guilty little child from going to heaven because he hadn't first yet experienced the magic words from the magic man.
Okay, Don, listen, we need to move on here. Thanks for your input.
Reaction?
We don't have time, Don. It's 10 of, and there's one more call waiting. So,
bye.
And that's getting off of our primary subject here anyway. So let's take this, and this will be the last call, Jonathan, because we just don't have time here.
Welcome to Christian Questions. This is Jonathan and Rick. Who are we speaking with?
Yeah, hey, good morning, guys. How you guys doing? It's John.
Oh, John.
Hey, John.
What's up? I got an answer for this. It's very simple. You're innocent. You remember saying innocent to proven guilty?
Yes.
Okay. You're innocent until your own actions make you otherwise.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
That is simple, too.
Babies are born innocent.
Yes.
Everybody wants to make this more difficult. When you're born innocent because you don't know anything. You don't know otherwise.
Well said. Very easy. We like it.
Yep. All right.
It works. Thanks, John.
All right. Bye.
All right, Jonathan. And you know, folks, we're sorry for rushing through, but it is about we don't have a lot of time here. One of the other things, Jonathan, I think we need to just mention and bring out to the fore that I think is important from a practical standpoint on this whole matter is the matter of parental involvement in the state of affairs these days. And folks, I'm sure you realize, but we're going to say it. A girl who's 13 years old can go and have an abortion without parental consent or knowledge.
Make a life and death decision at age 13.
And, you know, there's an awful lot that we could say about that. We need to put it on the table for a number of reasons. First of all, well, Jonathan, first go through the timeline that we were discussing.
At age 16, we can get a driver's license.
But, you know, you can't drive with somebody in the car.
That's right. At age 18, we can vote. We're a legal adult. We can make financial decisions, and we can also go to war and kill.